Hey, how you doing? This is John and welcome to John's Long Box. Today we're doing a back issue bonanza. So what are we doing? We're looking at comics that I picked up because my comic database crapped out. I lost it all and I've been rescanning the comics. Yeah, I haven't been doing it much because I've been working a lot of overtime and doing a lot of videos and things like that. So these are comics that I'm filling out the gaps. So this is Federal Bureau of Physics. For some reason, I didn't get the last few issues. So, as normal, I opened up the box. It didn't look through these, so I kind of forget. Because what do? I just put them in my queue over at mycomicshop.com, and then when I hit a certain amount to justify the shipping, I hit the button. So sometimes it could be like, I'm gonna say like it could be like a month or two between purchases, so I forget. But this is issue 20. This is the last issue of the Federal Bureau of Physics. I remember liking it. These were all right. These, goofs on Calvin and Hobbes. This is Fantastic Four presents Franklin Richards, Son of a Genius. Cap Savage, number 11. I've been reading this. This is a weird thing that I do, is I limit myself. So like I'm reading the series, I'll get one. Every time I get back orders, I'll get one. Otherwise, I'll just tend to buy too much, and spend too much money. So I limit myself. Okay, here's 21. Yeah, I think I stopped at 20. Conan the Barber, like Conan. These are a couple of bucks a piece. I don't remember exactly. So every time I put in a back issue order, I'll get, so it'll be like another month or two before I get issue 12, and it's almost like I'm reading them monthly. Faust, I remember really loving this and then instantly falling out of love with it. But like I said, I'm patching up holes in my collection. Just ultra violent. I was actually shocked by how violent it was when it came out. Brit, Robert Kirkman. I make no bones about it. I'm an unabashed Robert Kirkman fanboy. I don't particularly like the show The Walking Dead, but the comic was really good. And this is an older guy whose only power is invulnerability. So it's kind of fun. He gets beat up a lot, but he's not particularly super strong. And this is 23, a Federal Bureau of Physics. This is 22, and I think that's all of them. So yeah, I finally finished the story. It's been so long, I barely remember what happened. Captain Canuck. This is, I think, yeah, the second series. It looks like it's, look at that. Can you see that? It looks like it's damaged. Oh, man, I hate that. But, I always kind of had like a fascination with Captain Canuck, even as a kid. So, it's hard to find, and when I do, I pick them up. And, of course, I read them out of order. Okay, so this is issue 20. Did I get 2 issue 20s? I don't even know. I'll watch this video. Okay, Fathom. Apparently, I stopped at issue 11. So, again, I'll just fill up the gaps as I go along. Michael Turner's Fathom. Doc Frankenstein, number 6. I really like this series. I really like this. This is actually by the Wachowski brothers. How much of them did they actually write? I'm sure they had a ghostwriter because it's that good. Fate. This series was terrible. Dr. Fate, he melts down his cape, helmet, and amulet and makes like a knife, and like a armor for his arm, and he becomes like, 1993 DC. So it's like Dr. Fate with an attitude. It did not last long at all. Extreme, In the 90s, DC was putting out some of the best comics in the world. They were also making some of the worst. Like this Bloodbath number 2, the culmination of that Bloodlines. They called a saga, but it was just garbage. And then American Splendor number 3. Again, normally I would just buy them all and then spend like $200-300 on comics. So I just get one at a time. So you're probably going to see a couple of American Splendors, Conan, Captain Savage in the next back issue bonanzas going forward. Just getting 1 or 2 at a time. All right, and that's my back issue bonanza. And this is my dirty. It's like a, I used to like make mini, glue miniatures together and cut them off the sprues. So this was just like, it's like a pad. So if I cut it, it protects my desk, but it is just stained from coffee. I think I gotta get a new one. It just makes everything look dirty. All right, I'll see you. Bye-bye.